A decades-old missing person case in Aransas Pass is taking a new turn. We'll show you why police are now handing over investigation files to the family of Elisa Roberson. Good morning, folks. Welcome to Chris 6 Sunrise. Thank you so much for starting your day with us. I'm Michelle Hoffman. Brian Hoffman will be in later tonight, filling in for our evening newscast. But let's turn things over to meteorologist Stephen Jones. He's here. We didn't get to sleep in today, but you know what? It's going to be a good Friday.
Absolutely. It's not going to be too bad out there, just a little warm as we're heading out. We're starting that warm up. I'm forecasting about 87 or so for our daytime high, but going into the weekend, likely to be flirting with that 90-degree mark for our daytime highs. But let's get our Friday morning going as we're getting ready to head out there. Reading about 74 degrees in areas towards George West, currently about 76 there in Ingleside for our Friday morning. Also going to tie that 76-degree mark for our warm spot so far this morning over by the Naval Air Station. As we're going through the next few hours and through the rest of our Friday forecast, like we talked about 87 degrees for that daytime high, the mid-80s nonetheless as we're heading in towards 3 to 4 p.m. Winds out of the southeast about 15 miles an hour, so slightly less than what we had yesterday, but there'll still be a breeze around as you're stepping out for the afternoon. For our daytime highs, a little bit warmer as you work your way out west. Falfurrias chasing 90 degrees. Wouldn't be surprised for Freer or Hebronville to potentially touch up to that number also, but if you find yourself closer to the coast, Aransas Pass chasing 80 degrees, Port Aransas maybe even stopping in those upper 70s for your daytime high. Now through the next few days, we're continuing this trend of warming temperatures as we're heading into next week. There is some long-range guidance that puts us a little cooler as we're kicking off early portions of May. Maybe some of that rain-cooled air and maybe a weak cold front coming in, but still a ways out on the forecast, not appearing on our 7-day. So let's get you going for your Friday morning. As we're getting ready to hit those roadways, let's take a look at the current traffic map as we're heading out there on the Harbor Bridge to and from Portland this morning. No issues there, that good and green color, and really the same goes for our commutes from Calallen and Robstown. Just a minor slowdown there on Leopard Street as you're coming into Annaville, but other than that, still that good and green flow. Now for our major roadways here in Corpus Christi, Ocean Drive, SPID, and Saratoga mostly in the clear. Just a minor slowdown on Saratoga there next to the Airline Road light, but really nothing to worry about, I'd say, as you're heading out for your Friday morning, and not even looking like there's too much rain out there on the radar to worry about going into the weekend. Of course, like I talked about, it's going to be a little warmer out there, so I'll have a closer look at your weekend forecast coming up in just a few more minutes.
Stephen, thank you so much. Corpus Christi police are investigating a deadly shooting on the south side. It happened Thursday evening in the parking lot of Mr. Nice Guys on South Staples. Officers found a man with a gunshot wound. He later died at a local hospital. Investigators believe the shooting happened during a robbery, and police detained multiple people at the scene. That includes the suspected shooter. Anyone with information is asked to call Crime Stoppers. That number is on your screen. It's 888-8477. Now, there's a new development in the decades-old missing persons case of Elisa Roberson. The teen disappeared after walking to a friend's house near Kyberg Elementary School. Now, Aransas Pass police are releasing the investigation files to her family. This comes after a recent geoforensic search at her former home. Investigators finished that search in February. A legal agreement required the city to hand over the files if no new evidence was found. A 42-year-old is out on bond this morning following an arrest on child pornography charges. Benjamin Milfelt was arrested Wednesday and since bonded out. Police found 2 cell phones during a search, one of which contained photos and videos of children ages 10 to 14 performing sexual acts. Milfelt was a former Watchdog volunteer at Morelos Elementary. Watchdog volunteers help with drop-off and pickup, and during PE and recess. They also read to children, patrol the school, and can have lunch with their child. CCISD says their volunteer registration process includes a nationwide background check, and Morelos Elementary School sent a statement to parents saying police told them about the situation. The statement also says they cannot share any additional information out of respect for law enforcement. The Corpus Christi City Council will vote next Tuesday on new water restrictions. The proposal includes a 25% cut in water use for residents. The vote will help calculate water allocations during a level 1 emergency, and city leaders say that emergency could happen as soon as September. Now, City Manager Peter Zanoni is holding his weekly water briefing today. The update keeps residents informed about ongoing water initiatives. The briefing starts at 10 this morning, keeping residents informed about ongoing water initiatives. And you can watch the briefing live on our website, christv.com. The federal government is moving to reclassify marijuana. An order signed Thursday would make it a Schedule III drug. The change would open the door for more medical research, and it would also ease tax burdens on dispensaries. The DEA must hold hearings before the change takes effect. Getting on your next JetBlue flight is about to look a little different. The airline is changing its boarding process starting April 29th. Passengers will now board in numbered groups from 1 to 8, and people with disabilities and premium members will still get priority. Passengers with extra legroom seats will also board earlier. General boarding will fall into groups 5 through 8. Now it is 6:05 on this Friday morning. Thank you so much for starting your day with us. After the break, Stephen Jones has a look at your forecast. Plus, Senate Republicans just passed a massive border security funding bill. Still ahead, we ask Scripps News Group Nate Reed what happens next as the measure heads to the House.
Buck Days continues the tradition of changing lives through education and scholarships with the Port of Corpus Christi Leadership Program, sponsored on Chris 6 by Texas A&M University Corpus Christi.
Welcome back, everyone. 6:09 on your Friday. 75 degrees outside. We got to check in with meteorologist Stephen Jones. It feels like it's going to be a scorcher this weekend.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right. As we're heading into tomorrow, we're just going to keep warming up. We've got winds out of the southeast, and that's continuing to keep the humidity around, the mugginess. Dew points are in those 70s, and temperatures are also in the 70s, which would usually be a recipe for some of that fog out there. Luckily, so far this morning, as we're looking from our Sunset Island cam, thanks to Matthews CCAC, not too much of that fog on the board thanks to the winds out of the southeast. They're about 10 miles an hour this morning, picking up towards 15 miles an hour this afternoon. Nonetheless, that's keeping that fog away as we're heading into the morning hours. Temperatures in your neck of the woods this morning, 74 there in Mathis with a little bit of a cool down towards Beeville at 73 degrees, but the official cool spot on the board, Freer, coming in at that 72 degree mark so far, with the warm spot being the Naval Air Station and Ingleside, tying about 76 so far. Now, as we're heading out for that bus stop, forecast still dealing with the mid-70s this morning, but pushing our way up into the mid-80s as we're heading towards that 3 p.m. pickup. I'm forecasting 87 degrees for our daytime high here in Corpus Christi. We're still going to have a light breeze around out of the southeast, about 15 miles an hour, but just slightly less than what we saw out there yesterday. Daytime highs this afternoon, likely to even see a couple 90s on the board already towards Duval and Jim Wells County. Falfurrias chasing 90 degrees, but Hebbronville and Freer could definitely easily touch up to that 90 degree mark for your daytime high. Towards the coast, just a little bit cooler. Port Aransas chasing the upper 70s. Aransas Pass coming out around that 80 degree mark for your high today. Now, as we go through the next few days, like we talked about, winds are out of the southeast and they're not expected to change direction for us. So as we're heading through the muggy meter on our 7-day forecast, it's likely to remain in that very humid category to even pushing the oppressive category. Nonetheless, something you're going to notice with those dew points in the 70s as we're stepping outside for today and even into the weekend. So keeping in mind, that's going to increase our heat risk forecast heading into the next few days. Today, holding on to the level 1 and 2 out of 4 risk as we're heading out to the afternoon. Going into tomorrow, we see that level 2 out of 4 risk expand for much of the region, about half of us under it, and even into our Sunday, continuing that trend with more and more heat risk out there. So just make sure you bring that water bottle along and try to stay hydrated as we're heading into this weekend, starting to get a little bit of a preview of summer out there. And we did have the latest drought monitor come out yesterday, so something else I want to show you here, mainly focusing on northern portions of the watershed and also southern portions of the coastal bend. That's where we saw the biggest improvements from last week's update. In the northern portions of the watershed, we're just in that abnormally dry region, or dry level now for the drought monitor, so officially out of that drought for their neck of the woods, and saw some big improvements locally. Brooks County coming out almost entirely of that severe drought to the moderate drought, so it's the right direction we need to go, but still we have a lot of work to do as we're heading through the rest of 2026. Here's how our 7-day forecast is rounding out right now. 89 degrees as we're heading out there tomorrow, looking pretty warm if you're heading out to the Rally Night Parade, and we continue that trajectory into next week. 90 degrees by Sunday, 92 as we're heading into Tuesday, and really for the entire first half of next week, looking like we'll have plenty of sunshine in those lower 90s for some of our daytime highs.
Alrighty, Stephen, thank you so much. Senate Republicans passed a bill early Thursday morning to fund border security. The measure sends tens of billions of dollars to ICE and Border Patrol. It would fund the agencies through the end of President Trump's second term. The bill passed 50 to 48. Now, as the bill now heads to the House, some Republicans want to expand the bill before a vote next week. To talk more on this, we bring in Scripps News Group senior congressional correspondent Nate Reed. Hey, good morning, Nate. So does this measure actually stand a chance in the House?
Hey, good morning, Michelle. Well, Republicans seem to be inclined to begrudgingly support it. And that includes Texas Congressman Troy Nehls of Texas, who told us just earlier this week that even though he wants more added to this bill, he'd be willing to support it. And just to remind you what's in here, it's tens of billions of dollars that will go directly to ICE and Border Patrol. Democrats had said they wanted to see policy reforms. They wanted to see what they're calling common sense changes, reforms put in place for the way that immigration enforcement happens in this country. Ultimately, Republicans calling those asks, like a ban on face coverings and a requirement that they use judicial warrants, radical demands, and decide to move forward with this partisan package passed with Republican support alone to send tens of billions of dollars to ICE and Border Patrol, funding it through the end of Trump's term. Here's Texas Congressman Troy Nehls.
I don't necessarily like it, but it will be hard for me not to support that reconciliation coming from the Senate because we have to fund CBP and ICE. Should it be skinny? I don't think so. I think there are members that said we should add more to it. It shouldn't be just ICE and CBP. I guess it's 3 years, but you know, when you've got Secretary Mullen and others saying, hey, we could run out of money at DHS, we have to fund it.
And a point of clarification here, Michelle. Democrats are willing to fund the vast majority of the Department of Homeland Security and have voted to do that, including TSA, FEMA, and the Coast Guard. Ultimately, what they're not willing to fund without reforms, ICE and Border Patrol. Republicans now taking that partisan step of going at it alone, trying to pass this bill. And part of the contentious nature of this bill is, as you noted, some Republicans want to see things added to it, including something on the cost of living to lower the cost of living for Americans ahead of the midterm elections. Ultimately, Republican congressional leadership moving forward with what they're calling a skinny package, just this limited bill that would send tens of billions of dollars to Border Patrol and ICE without anything on lowering the cost of living. It seems like it's going to come up for a vote next week, and ultimately Republican leadership says they believe they can get this thing across the finish line.
Well, Nate, thank you so much for all the detailed information. We really appreciate it. Have a great weekend. Well, folks, it is now 6:15 on your Friday morning. Thank you so much for starting your day with us. Coming up on Sunrise, looking for weekend plans beyond Buck Days? Well, we have a full list of fun events ranging from cosplay convention to a Power Wheels Grand Prix. It's all in this week's Coastal Bend weekend.
Now, local events and fun things to do. It's Coastal Bend Weekend with the Hoffmans. Sponsored by Corpus Christi Events Calendar.
We know the Buck Days hype is making all the waves across the Coastal Bend. Trust us. We've seen hundreds of you lining the parade route every year. But if you're looking to try something new, we have you covered, starting on Corpus Christi South Side.
The 9th annual Birdiest Festival in America is flocking into the sparkling city by the sea all weekend long.
Birders from all over are winging their way to the Gulf Coast for the spectacular spring migration.
The South Texas Botanical Gardens is hosting guided walks, presentations, and plenty of family fun. If you missed all the epic costumes with us last week, don't worry, your second act is here. Downtown Corpus Christi Community Center is leveling up with Fan Fest.
The 3-day celebration is a real page-turner, featuring comics, anime, gaming, cosplay, movies, artists, and all things pop culture.
There's also going to be special guests, vendors, and of course, a cosplay showcase.
In Portland, start your engines. The Power Wheels Grand Prix is rolling into the city's Aquatic Center Saturday morning.
And you can compete too. Just bring your own Power Wheels ride and don't forget your helmet, folks.
The pit opens at 9 a.m. and the first race zooms off at 10.
Over at the Ben F. McDonald Public Library, it's time to book in some fun.
Its Children's Day celebration includes arts and crafts, free books for kids, and a special Folklorico presentation. The fun starts Saturday at 12:30 p.m.
And Sunday is shaping up to be a masterpiece. You can head over to the Garcia Arts and Education Center for a free art workshop that's brushing up fun for all ages. It starts at 1 p.m.
And for more information on events happening in your neighborhood, you can visit our website. And folks, if you want your event featured, make sure you send us a message. Well, it is now 6:22, your Friday morning. Thank you so much for waking up with us. The NFL Draft kicked off last night in Pittsburgh. We'll take a look at whether or not the Cowboys and Texans were able to address some key needs coming up after the break. Welcome back, folks. Time to talk sports this morning. The big question on minds of many Spurs fans this morning is, will Victor Wembanyama be able to play tonight? Wemby hit the floor hard in the second quarter of Game 2 in their series with the Portland Trail Blazers on Tuesday. The 7'4" center suffered a concussion after hitting his head on the court. While Wemby remains in the league's concussion protocol, he did travel with the team to Portland. And with his status uncertain for Game 3, the Spurs say they have to be ready to go without their superstar.
We're a much better team with him out there, but we are prepared to play without him. And obviously he wants to be out there, but you know, he knows the protocol that he has to go through, and it definitely brings us, you know, a little light knowing that he's traveling and that there's a chance.
Well, we'll all have to wait and see if Wemby will be able to go as the series shifts to Portland tonight for Game 3. And with the series tied at a game apiece, the Spurs will look to take back home court advantage. Tip-off from inside the Moda Center is set for 9:30. Meanwhile, the Houston Rockets will look to avoid going down 3-0 in their series with Los Angeles Lakers. Kevin Durant returned for Game 2 out in LA, but the Lakers maintained home court advantage. The Rockets won't have history on their side for the rest of this series, and that's because LeBron James is 24-0 when his teams are 2-0 in the playoffs. The Rockets will look to feed off the home ground energy tonight for Game 3 in Houston. Tip-off from the Toyota Center is at 7. Now to the NFL Draft. The Dallas Cowboys traded up to pick 11 in round 1. They selected Ohio State safety Caleb Downs. Dallas desperately needs defense, and the Cowboys then traded down to pick 23. They drafted UCF edge rusher Malachi Lawrence. Meanwhile, the Houston Texans focused on the trenches. They used pick 28 on Georgia Tech offensive guard Keelan Rutledge. Round 2 of the draft is tonight. Well, folks, 6:26 your Friday morning. Coming up on Sunrise, Stephen Jones will have a look at your forecast. And still ahead on Sunrise.
I'm your neighborhood news reporter Jada Strayer, and I'm in Sinton right now, where large plots of land were rezoned. And that could mean growth for Sinton in the upcoming years. I spoke to neighbors on what they would and wouldn't want to see. I'll have what they said coming up.
A move for marijuana with massive impacts. I'm Ava Joy Burnett coming up. What the Trump administration's decision to reclassify the drug means, plus why the cannabis industry is celebrating.
And here in your neighborhood, a decades-old missing person case in Aransas Pass is taking a new turn. We explain why police are now handing over investigation files to the family of Elisa Roberson. Plus, a local high school is honoring seniors who are stepping up to serve our country. We have the details on tonight's military signing celebration. Good morning, folks. Welcome to Chris 6 Sunrise. Thank you so much for starting your day with us. If you're just joining us, I'm Michelle Hoffman. Brian Hoffman is actually going to be in later tonight, filling in for our evening newscast. But we do have meteorologist Stephen Jones in with us this morning to tell us how our Friday is shaping up. Good morning.
Well, good morning, Michelle. Friday's shaping up pretty nicely still, if you ask me, because the weekend is going to be getting even warmer. That's going to be the main story of the weather right now. These rising temperatures, and with the mugginess in the air, it's going to be feeling even warmer than those actual air temperatures. We're sitting about 75 degrees here in Corpus Christi with a little bit of a warm up towards the coast. Ingleside, Port Aransas, and the Naval Air Station all coming in at that 76-degree mark so far. The cooler spots on the board you have to work your way inland for. Beeville and Mathis sitting at 73 degrees. The cool spot coming in from Freer sitting at 71 so far this morning. As we roll through the next few hours and the rest of our Friday, we're going to be back on the warm up into those 80s. 81 as we're heading in towards 11 a.m. with still a decent dose of cloud cover overhead, but we start to see more sunshine as we're heading into the afternoon, and we're going to be chasing those mid-80s with a little bit of a breeze out of the southeast, about 15 miles an hour, slightly less than the 17 to 18 miles an hour that we had out there yesterday. For our forecast highs, 87 here in Corpus Christi, maybe even topping out about 90 degrees there in Robstown. Either way, as you work your way to the west, a little bit warmer, chasing that 90-degree mark, if not the upper 80s, and through the next few days, this is going to be remaining with us until we start to get towards the beginning of May. Some of our long-range guidance does does start to have a cool down on the board for us with some of that rain-cooled air and potentially even a weak cold front, but still I'd caution you with so much time to go, that could change as we're heading out there. Do want to get you ready for your Friday morning though, as we're looking at the traffic flow map. Let's take a look. Plenty of greens on the board is what we've been tracking so far. If you're hitting the Harbor Bridge to and from Portland this morning, no issues there. So let's go ahead and look at that Robstown and Cal Allen commute. 37 coming in clear this morning, and really the same going for 44 there if you're heading in from Robstown so far. For our major roadways here in town, Ocean Drive, SBID, and Saratoga all coming in the clear. Just a minor slowdown there on Ennis Jocelyn as you're coming up to the Ocean Drive light. But other than that, we haven't been tracking anything in terms of the radar. It's coming in clear, so not going to worry about those wet roadways. But like I talked about, we're heating up even more into the weekend. I'll get you a closer look at that coming up in our next full 7-day forecast.
Stephen, thank you so much. There's a new development in the decades-old missing person case of Elisa Roberson. The teen disappeared after walking to a friend's house near Kyberg Elementary School. Now Aransas Pass police are releasing the investigation files to her family. This comes after a recent geoforensic search at her former home. Investigators finished that search in February. A legal agreement required the city to hand over the files if no new evidence was found.
Marijuana has been listed as a Schedule I drug alongside drugs like heroin, LSD, and ecstasy, but the Trump administration is changing that, emphasizing the impact the move could have on medical research of the drug. The cannabis industry is excited about what the change means for them, but opponents say it's a dangerous decision. A major shift for marijuana. On Thursday, the Trump administration moving to reclassify the drug. Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche signing an order that makes state-licensed medical marijuana and FDA-approved marijuana a Schedule III drug. The Drug Enforcement Administration formally listed marijuana as a Schedule I drug, meaning it has no accepted medical use and a high potential for abuse. As a Schedule III drug, it's considered less addictive and less likely to be abused. The move comes after President Trump signed an executive order in December aimed at easing restrictions on marijuana.
It's going to have a tremendously positive impact, I believe.
The change is set to make it easier for researchers to study the use and safety of the drug. The reclassification, long anticipated by the cannabis industry, which hopes it will help them see more green by eliminating certain tax barriers. Ryan Hunter, the chief revenue officer for a cannabis company in Colorado, spoke with Scripps News Group Denver last year about the possible change.
It's very encouraging. It takes a big shadow away from us and allows us to operate our businesses much more effectively.
The order would not legalize the drug at the federal level, and the president has not endorsed its recreational use. Some are worried about the message the reclassification sends.
It just seems dangerously premature. And it would also send a signal of normalization, showing that this is acceptable for medical use.
Avajoy Burnett, Scripps News Group, Washington.
If you're mapping out your day, here's something meaningful to add to your schedule, especially if you want to support young people stepping up to serve. Tolosa Midway High School is hosting a military signing celebration tonight, honoring graduating seniors who have chosen to enlist and serve our country. I spoke with one senior who says this moment is significant for our entire community.
I think it's important to recognize the people going into the military. It's a big sacrifice, right? Your mind, your body.
And you can see Aiden Halleck's full story Monday morning on Chris 6 Sunrise. The celebration is tonight at 6:30 at Tolosa Midway High School's Performing Arts Center. Everyone is invited to come out and show their support. It is 6:35 this Friday. Thank you so much for starting your day with us, folks. Before you head out the door, meteorologist Stephen Jones has a look at your forecast, and here's a look at what's coming up in your 20 minutes of nonstop news.
I'm John Matteries. Nobody likes a speeding ticket or paying the $150 fine, but a new report says that ticket's going to cost you a lot more money down the road. I'll explain why.
Buck Days continues the tradition of changing lives through education and scholarships with the Port of Corpus Christi Leadership Program, sponsored on Chris 6 by Texas A&M University, Corpus Christi.
A potential water emergency could force local restaurants to change how they operate. We hear from one downtown business owner about her concerns. Plus, hurricane season is just around the corner. We'll show you how a sales tax holiday this weekend can help you save money on energy supplies. And Sinton is clearing the way for new development. We hear from one longtime resident about what she hopes comes to town.
Now, 20 minutes of nonstop news, sponsored by Ewald Kubota.
Thank you so much for joining us for 20 minutes of nonstop news. I'm Michelle Hoffman. The Corpus Christi City Council will vote next Tuesday on new water restrictions. The proposal includes a 25% cut in water use for residents. The vote will help calculate water allocations during a level 1 emergency. City leaders say that emergency could happen as soon as September. City Manager Peter Zanoni is holding his weekly water briefing today. The update keeps residents informed about ongoing water initiatives. The briefing starts at 10 this morning, and you can watch the briefing live on our website, christv.com.
Level 1 water emergency won't just impact you, it'll impact your favorite restaurants too. That's why I came to Street Corner Kitchen, one of my favorite spots in downtown Corpus Christi, to find out how water restrictions could change the way they operate. Hey, how you doing, Sarah? Good to see you.
Sarah Flores and her sister Sabrina took a big risk last year, taking their popular food truck to a brick-and-mortar location in downtown Corpus Christi. And it's paid off.
People seem to be really happy with our new menu items and just the new vibe that we've brought with our menu.
But as the city prepares for level 1 water emergency, potential 25% curtailment could threaten Flores' diverse menu.
We use water for sauces, we use water for our drinks.
And water isn't just important for what you eat. It's an essential piece of the entire kitchen.
It's insane to think about how much water whenever you're actually vocalizing it, but we have these steam wells that need water in order to create heat.
Flores says they've considered only washing dishes on the night shift to cut down on water use in the mornings.
I have a dishwasher that flushes through water all day, every day.
But that means cutting an employee and potentially seeing longer wait times with less dishes.
Does that cut into our relationship that we have with our customers who know that we make everything in this kitchen from scratch, and that's super important to us.
Food regulations and Street Corner's high standards make some water use unavoidable.
This is where we clean all of our produce.
Even your breakfast tacos demand water.
We need that moisture in the tortillas. Having 25% of any of those things, it's going to be very hard.
And when I asked Flores about what she would say to city leaders about the water crisis, her message was clear.
It seems like everything is kind of just, well, we're going to have this one day, and then the next week there's another plan, and there's another plan. Let's figure something out, because as a business and the residents, we deserve to know what's going on.
Sarah Flores tells me that if restrictions force them to limit their menu or dishwashing hours, they'll keep their customers updated on social media and here at the restaurant. Reporting from downtown, I'm Drew Bishop for Chris 6 News.
Drew, thank you so much. Recent rain is bringing some relief to Choke Canyon Reservoir, though. The state park received up to 2.5 inches of rain. Park officials say the ground is now saturated, and this means future rain will stay on the surface longer. It will take consistent rainfall over time to see significant recovery. But of course, any rain is a welcome sign. And we have all of our coverage on the continuing water crisis on our website. Just scan the QR code on your screen right now. It will take you straight to our running dry section. So hurricane season starts June 1st, and you can save money preparing for storms this weekend. The emergency supply sale tax holiday starts Saturday, and this means you will not pay sales tax on certain items. The event ends Monday, April 27th. Portable generators under $3,000 are included, along with hurricane shutters under $300. Smaller items like batteries under $75 are also tax-free, but not everything is tax-free. You will still pay tax on cleaning supplies and toilet paper. Camping gear and chainsaws do not qualify. For a complete list, head to christv.com.
Well, good Friday morning there, Coastal Bend. I'm meteorologist Stephen Jones. Starting us off with a live view from our studio, Skycam. We still have plenty of cloud cover overhead, and we're waking up fairly mild this morning. 75 degrees here in downtown Corpus Christi. Winds out of the southeast about 10 miles an hour with dew points in the 70s and those temperatures in the 70s. That's the right recipe for some of that fog, but luckily those winds around the 10-mile-an-hour mark keeping away any of that fog this morning. Just have some hazy skies overhead as we could take a closer look at our temperatures with our Chris 6 neighborhood weather Weather Network. Starting off on the south side, also reading about that 75-degree mark for Bent Trail Drive and Pebble Beach Drive. 76 there right now on Wind Willow Drive. And as we work over towards Flower Bluff, a similar story. 75 on Graham Road. The Shell weather station coming in about 76 degrees. Rockport now sitting also fairly similar at that 75-degree mark across the board for Cochrane Lane and Augusta Drive so far this morning. So let's take it a step inland as we work over towards Kingsville. Just a little cooler, 74 degrees from southwest Kingsville, and then closer to Bishop, also reading that 74-degree mark so far. As we're going through the next few hours, let's take a peek at the dog walking forecast. Today we've got Keezy Salinas on the board, and as we're going out for Keezy's walk over there in Portland, not going to be too bad either. We're on the warm up through the next few hours, chasing about 80 degrees as we're heading into 10 a.m., 83 as we go towards that 1 p.m. hour, with winds slowly increasing also. They're still around 10 miles an hour like we talked about, but closer to 15 miles an hour as we're heading in towards this afternoon. And something else we'll see into the afternoon, likely a little bit more sunshine popping up into the sky, and that's going to help us warm up even more. I'm forecasting about 87 here in Corpus Christi, but for Duval County and Jim Wells County, wouldn't be surprised to see a couple of those 90s make their return to the board. And with those dew points in the 70s, like we talked about, we have abundant moisture in the atmosphere. That's going to lead to the redevelopment of some of that cloud cover tonight. Maybe even a little bit of isolated drizzle in the morning, but in terms of meaningful rainfall, unfortunately, not expecting any of that right now on the 7-day forecast for us. And of course, we do it all again as we're heading into Saturday afternoon, back into those mid and upper 80s, and likely to even see more of those lower 90s on the board for areas out west tomorrow. And as we're going through the next few days, winds are expected to remain out of the southeast for us. That's going to keep the muggy meter in the very humid and even approaching the oppressive category, with dew points around that 75-degree mark, something we've already been feeling out and about, but something we're going to continue to feel through these next few days. And as we're rising those temperatures also, that's going to mean the heat risk is increasing substantially through the next few days, holding on to mostly at level 1 out of 4 risk today, with some spots of that moderate heat risk. But as we go into tomorrow, we see that moderate heat risk expand, and even more so as we're going into our Sunday out there across the coastal bend. Luckily, it's not in the major or extreme heat risk, but something just to be mindful of, and definitely stay hydrated as we're heading into this weekend. Here's how those rain chances are rounding out. Like we talked about, unfortunately, not expecting much through the next few days, so just stay hydrated. But luckily, as we head through the rest of 2026, we are anticipated to go into that El Nino pattern, which would mean wetter than normal conditions for the southern United States, also a little bit cooler here into the Lone Star State as a result of some of that rain-cooled air. So climatologically, historically speaking, with this El Nino working in, hopefully we start to see more rain events working their way into the area as we head deeper into spring and then hopefully into summer. Here's how our current 7-day is rounding out, though. Like we talked about, the main story right now, those warming temperatures. 87 today, 89 as we're heading out there for our Saturday, with plenty of mugginess in the atmosphere. Finally pushing into those 90s, I think, as we head into our Sunday, and taking us through the first half of next week, looking like we have plenty of sunshine, topping out about 92 degrees on Tuesday.
Coverage of Buck Days on Chris 6 News is sponsored by Mazda of Corpus Christi.
The countdown has begun for the Rally Night Parade. All the floats and marching bands hit the parade route Saturday night, but folks have already started marking off their spots along the parade route. But remember, folks, you're not allowed to camp out until after 5 p.m. today. The CCRTA is hosting an accessible viewing area for tomorrow's Buck Days Night Parade. The space is for individuals with disabilities and their families. It will be located on Leopard Street near the Staples Street Center. You do not need a special need a special wristband to get in, and you have to pick up those wristbands by 3 o'clock this afternoon. And before you head downtown for the parade route, you need to know about some road closures, of course. The closures run from 4 in the afternoon until 10 at night. The route includes Leopard Street and Schatzel Street. It also shuts down a large section of Shoreline Boulevard. You can find a full list of closures on our website, christv.com. And if you can't make it to the parade, we have you covered. We're broadcasting the Buck Days Rally Night Parade right here on Chris 6. The stadium show starts Saturday at 7 in the evening, and the parade runs from 8 to 10. Chief Meteorologist Stephanie Lubber and Clara Benitez Cortez will host the event. The Buck Days Fun continues next week when the Stripes Carnival opens. The gates officially open next Thursday, April 30th. Crews are already setting up at the festival grounds near the Hilliard Center. You will find the thrill rides along with your favorite games and carnival food. There will also be attractions like a petting zoo and racing pigs.
I'm your neighborhood news reporter Jada Strayer, and I'm in Sinton right now, where large plots of land were rezoned. This means Sinton could be primed for growth. As for long-term resident Crystal Franco, she thinks any new development should preserve what Sinton makes special.
I want to see things that fun for families, things like I love mom and pop stuff, like family-owned businesses are my favorite. I love to give to the local economy.
Franco has lived in Sinton for 18 years and works at the Butterturn restaurant. She says the town's safety and small atmosphere is what makes her stay.
I love Sinton for the small town vibe because I'm from Corpus originally. I've been here for like 18 years, but I fully love Sinton because it's just so wonderful to be able to walk down the street and not feel no fear.
She said she'd welcome development, but only if it fits Sinton's character. Franco is concerned about big chains potentially moving in.
I don't want to see anything negative or anything that's going to turn away the small town vibe that we have here and the safety that we have here.
As for what she does want to see, Franco has ideas that would benefit the community and keep Sinton, Sinton.
We really love to see more affordable homes, where people are not struggling to make ends meet so they can go out into the world and have fun and enjoy going out to eat and enjoying to go, play games with their families and do things and not be like, I can't do that because I have to pay my rent, I have to pay this and that bill. I don't like to see people struggling when they could be out enjoying their life.
While there's no concrete plans yet, rezoning has paved the way for development to come into the city. Reporting from Sinton, I'm Jada Strayer, Chris 6 News.
Jada, thank you so much. As we near the season of summer road trips, one expense that could sneak up on you is a traffic ticket. No one wants that, right? A single speeding ticket, actually a lot more expensive than you might think. So Scripps News Group consumer reporter John Matarese looks at the true cost of traffic tickets so you don't waste your money.
No one budgets for a speeding ticket, especially when you're on summer vacation. But what you may not realize is that $100 or $150 ticket can end up costing you a lot more money down the road.
The last ticket I got was $278.
Speeding tickets, like everything else, are more costly.
And it was from where it dropped from 70 to 55.
At this highway rest stop, plenty of travelers had tales of being pulled over.
$280.
What'd you think of that?
I always think the tickets are too high.
But for driver Craig Morganroth, that $280 ticket was just the start. Before you get caught speeding or running a red light, remember this figure, $1,500. That's how much your insurance could go up over the next 3 years, according to Alex Gergis, founder and CEO of the platform Off the Record.
A single ticket can raise your premiums from 20 to 30%.
Gergis says most drivers never contest a traffic ticket, even when they feel they were wrongly fined.
Most people think of it as paying an electricity bill or taking care of a chore, but you are adding a conviction to your driving record.
Off the Record is one avenue for fighting traffic tickets.
When you come to us with a new ticket, we connect you with the lawyer that is most likely to win your case.
Whether you go it alone or hire an attorney, Gergis says don't wait. Start the process of fighting a ticket that day. He adds that your behavior during a traffic stop matters. One silver lining after paying a costly ticket, paying more attention to the speedometer.
I'm slow down anyway because she doesn't like me going fast.
That way you stay safe and you don't waste your money. John Matarese, Scripps News Group.
Now, 6 things to know before you go.
Corpus Christi police are investigating a deadly shooting on the south side. It happened Thursday evening outside Mr. Nice Guys on South Staples. A man was shot and later died at a hospital. Investigators believe the shooting started as a robbery. Police detained multiple people at the scene, including the suspected shooter. Anyone with information should call Crime Stoppers at 888-8477. Well, local veterans can get help with their benefits today. 12 county veteran service officers are hosting a one-day resource fair. You can get face-to-face support for pension claims and survivor benefits. The goal is to cut down on long wait times for help. The event runs from 9:30 to 3:30. It's happening at the Richard Borchard Regional Fairgrounds. Walk-ins are welcome. The federal government is moving to reclassify marijuana. An order signed Thursday would make it a Schedule III drug. The change would open the door for more medical research. It would also ease tax burdens on dispensaries. The DEA must hold hearings before the change takes effect. and nearly 150,000 portable generators are under recall. Generac says fuel can leak from the carburetor and cause a fire. The recall includes certain orange and black units sold at Home Depot and Lowe's. The company has more than 100 reports of leaks, but no injuries. You should stop using the generator immediately, and you can check Generac's website to get a free repair. Getting on your next JetBlue flight is about to look a little different. Starting April 29th, the airline is switching to numbered boarding groups, so passengers will now board in groups 1 through 8. Premium members and those with extra legroom will get priority. The new Michael Jackson biopic is finally in theaters. The movie follows his journey from child star to the king of pop. Jackson is played by his nephew Jafar Jackson, and the film could make between $65 and $70 million this weekend. That would make it one of the biggest debuts of the year. And now it's time to check in with our forecast. Kind of good movie theater watching weather, right? Especially with the nice air conditioning there.
Absolutely. It's always pretty cool in there, just like here in the studio, you know. So going to be a good weekend to stay indoors potentially if you're heading out there. But as we're getting ready for our Friday morning, luckily not looking too bad on those roadways. Here's our SPID Skycam. You can see SPID itself starting to pick up out there, waking up to about 75 degrees. Luckily, though, haven't been tracking any of those major slowdowns. Here's that live traffic map this morning. Good on the Harbor Bridge if you're heading to or from Portland so far this morning. For that Robstown and Cal Allen commute into Corpus Christi, looking good on 37 as well as 44 if you're hitting those roadways. So let's check out our major roadways here in Corpus Christi now. Ocean Drive, SPID, and Saratoga all coming in the clear. Luckily, just some of those minor slowdowns as you come up on the lights there closer to downtown on Ocean Drive so far. But let's go ahead and take a detour inland since we're not seeing too much traffic around town. Good morning to neighbors in Beeville, also shaping up pretty well so far for our Friday morning. But of course, want to get you a quick forecast for your Friday and for the weekend as we're heading out there. Warming temperatures for us as we're heading through the next few days. As we're heading into this morning, here's a live view from our Sunset Island cam now, thanks to Matthew CCAC. Still holding on to a decent amount of that cloud cover overhead, but temperature-wise, waking up to mild temperatures out there. 73 degrees right now in Mathis. 71's the cool spot in Freer out to the west towards Duval County, but all of us chasing those mid to upper 80s as we're heading into this afternoon. I've got about 87 degrees for our high here in Corpus Christi. Also a light breeze out of the southeast, about 15 to 20 miles an hour as we're heading through it, and those daytime highs likely to top out in those lower 90s out west towards Duval County, closer to that 80 degree mark as you're working into areas towards the coast. And through the next few days, we're going to continue this warming trend before we finally see some cooler temperatures as we're heading into the start of May. But unfortunately, our rain chances right now are just remaining towards the bottom of the board. Can't rule out some isolated drizzle as you're heading out tomorrow morning for your Saturday commute if you're heading out anywhere. But as we're going through the rest of the 7-day forecast, looking like it's going to be pretty dry and pretty warm. I've already got 90 degrees on the board by Sunday. Going into next week, more of that sunshine, lower 90s. So just make sure to hydrate as we're heading into this weekend and into next week.
So my inner child is very excited about this. Kellogg's is bringing back a childhood favorite. For the first time in more than a decade, you can find collectible toys inside cereal boxes. The new promotion is tied to Disney and Pixar's Toy Story 5. The limited edition boxes hit store shelves nationwide this Sunday. The new movie hits theaters on June 19th. As someone who grew up with 4 other siblings, I appreciate this as an adult. So now I can buy one of the cereal boxes and keep it all to myself.
Yeah, you can get one for yourself. I mean, I think though with the movie coming out, might just have to go for a rewatch of all the Toy Stories. It's been a while for myself. What about you?
Oh no, I've seen all of them. I probably want to rewatch all of them too for a little refresher. So I'm going to spend some time doing that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Stephen. And folks, thank you so much for spending your time with us this Friday. We hope you all have a wonderful weekend. We hope to see you at the Buck Days Parade. That's going to be tomorrow night. Have a good one.